Hello everyone, this is Sivaranjini, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KCS Kasinada College of Arts and Science. In this video, I am going to explain about Table of Contents, Unit 3 of Technical Writing and Presentation Skills. I am going to share some basic research methodology and tips related to this. Now we can see about contents of the report. Contents of the report can be generally said as the title and body of the report. Often more formal, lengthy reports are written in sections which have subheadings and are numbered, like title, acknowledgement, contents type, executive summary, methodology, can be also called as procedure, then summary, last one to be as conclusion. General term, using the title and body of the report, avoid using the terms I and we. As we already saw, often more formal, lengthy reports are written in the sections which have subheadings and are numbered. Now, let us discuss about the table of contents and contents of the report. Number 1, cover and title page. 2, table of contents. 3, list of tables and figures. 4, preface, forward, acknowledgement. 5, abstract. 6, introduction. 7, body. 8, result. 9, conclusion and recommendations. 10, appendices and references. Now, let us explain you about introduction, body and conclusion and what is overall about. First, we can see about introduction. Introduction should give your reader an idea of the report's intent, including a basic statement of what the report will discuss. The introduction supplies an overview of the report. It can include 3 optional subdivisions. They are purpose, personnel, data. First, we can see about purpose. A topic sentence explaining why you are submitting the report and exactly what the report subject matter is. Second one, personal. Names of others involved in the reporting activity. Then data. What period of time the report covers. We should not omit introductory overviews. We can step into body. The body presents the evidence that supports your idea. Use concrete examples and avoid generalities. Last, conclusion, which is the most important part. The conclusion should summarize and make sense of the evidence you presented in the body. Example, when you have finished writing the introduction, then the other headings have to be decided one by one. These headings must be helpful and clear. They must tell the readers about the information that you have written in each section. Do not have too much material in each section. It should be clear and concise. Now we can see about the title and body of the report. Title page will include the title and subtitle of the report, who has written it and the date it was written or submitted. Next one, acknowledgement. Thanks to the people or organizations that have helped. Next one, contents page. Contents page, this lists the headings in the report together with the page number in its book. This shows the particular section, illustration, etc. can be found. Now we can see about executive summary. Very important part of many reports. It should be carefully written and should contain a complete overview of the message. In the report, with the clear summary of your recommendations. Methodology, obviously the section outlines how you gathered information, where from and how much, how many were surveyed, how were they surveyed, by interviews or questionnaire. Summary. Last one. Summary. This is the main body of the report where you develop your ideas. Make sure that it is well structured with clear headings. Use paragraphs within each section to cover one aspect of the subject at a time. It should contain sufficient information to justify the conclusion. Conclusion last overmost. It should be clear and concise. At this stage in the report, no new information can be included. Giving your conclusion in the form of bullet points will be more effective. I hope you are very clearly understanding this table of contents. Thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe.